What if you realized that everything you've ever needed to be great was already within you? That the only thing standing between you and the life you dream of is the way you think about yourself. The truth is, the world reflects the belief you carry. If you believe in your worth, others will too. Walk into every room as if you belong there. Speak like someone who's already succeeded. Carry yourself with the quiet strength of someone who knows who they are. Not because you think you're perfect, not because you have all the answers, but because you've decided that doubt no longer has a place in your life. Because you understand that success isn't something reserved for a lucky few. It's something claimed by those who dare to believe they deserve it. It all starts with one thing: desire. The real kind. Not a wish, not a casual hope, but a fire that burns so deeply it won't let you sleep. The kind of desire that refuses to die, no matter how long it takes. The people who truly succeed in life don't just want success, they are obsessed with it. That obsession carries them through every obstacle, every failure, every disappointment. Think about the people who changed the world. People like Thomas Edison. He failed over 1,000 times before he finally succeeded. But he never gave up, because his vision was stronger than his setbacks. He didn't just hope to succeed, he decided that he would, no matter what. So ask yourself, what do you want? Not what you're supposed to want, not what feels safe, but what truly sets your soul on fire. What's that one vision you can't stop thinking about? That one dream you'd chase even if it meant failing 100 times? That is your true desire. That's your fuel. Once you find it, write it down. Put it into words. Make it real. Because when you write down a goal, it becomes a promise. A signal to your mind that this matters. That this is no longer a thought, it's a mission. Then visualize it. Every single day. Close your eyes and see it, feel it, walk in it. Let it become your reality before it ever arrives. High performers do this. They see the win before it happens, and by doing so, they condition their minds to expect success, not just hope for it. But vision alone isn't enough. You must act like your goal is already on its way. Too many people dream, not enough move. They wait for the right time, the perfect sign, the guarantee. But success doesn't wait for perfect. It rewards those who move boldly, even when nothing is certain. Those who step forward with conviction, even when fear whispers in their ear. Because success doesn't come to those who wish. It comes to those who act. Who show up day after day, even when it's hard. Even when no one sees them. Even when progress is slow. The moment you decide that your goal is non-negotiable, life starts to shift. You begin to attract the right energy, the right people, the right ideas. You become the kind of person who doesn't fold under pressure, but grows stronger through it. Because it's not just about achieving the goal, it's about becoming the version of you who can carry that success. So choose today. No more hesitation, no more waiting. Turn your desire into a decision. Write it down, see it, feel it, chase it, act as if it's already yours. Because those who win in life don't just want success, they demand it, and they never stop until it's real. Faith is believing in yourself when no one else does. It's holding your vision close when the world tells you it's impossible. It's knowing deep down that what your mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Success isn't just hard work, it's belief. The kind that stays when results don't. The kind that pushes forward when nothing is certain. When everything is against you, faith is what keeps you from giving up. It's not just an emotion, it's a decision. A daily commitment to your vision. even when it's dark, even when no one's cheering, even when your mind starts to question. True faith is built in silence, in the moments you choose to keep going, even when it would be easier to stop. Remind yourself, I am worthy, I am capable, I will succeed. The greatest minds of all time held on to this belief when no one else did. Henry Ford didn't start with resources, he started with belief. Oprah faced rejection after rejection, but she kept moving because she believed in what she had to give. These people didn't wait for permission, they gave it to themselves, and the world followed. Because when you believe in yourself fully, your thoughts begin to shape your reality. If you believe you're meant to fail, you'll unconsciously lead yourself there. But if you believe, truly believe, that success is inevitable, your actions will match that belief. And when they do, the world begins to shift in your favor. It's not magic, it's alignment. Align your thoughts with your actions. Align your vision with your choices. See the goal and walk toward it like it's already done. That's how the most successful people live. They don't wait to feel ready, they act, and readiness follows. Ask yourself, if you knew you would succeed, how would you behave? How would you speak? How would you move? Now do that. Now live that. Right now. Because success doesn't belong to the lucky, it belongs to the bold, to the ones who believe, act, and keep going, no matter what. They stay stuck in mediocrity. Why? Because they lack the depth of knowledge it takes to truly stand out. The only real difference between the ordinary and the extraordinary is one word: mastery. The people who rise to the top aren't just working hard, they're mastering their craft. They don't stop at being good. They push themselves to become the best. So ask yourself, what is it that you need to master? What skill, what area of knowledge, what expertise will make you irreplaceable? That question separates those who win from those who wish. If you want to stand at the top of your field, you have to learn what others don't know. You have to go deeper than most are willing to go. Mastery isn't about talent, it's about relentless focus. It's about choosing one thing and going all in. It means studying, practicing, failing, and refining, over and over again. It means reading the books others won't read, asking the questions others won't ask, breaking down the methods of those who already made it, learning from mentors, watching how the best operate, and then applying what you learn. Not just learning for the sake of learning, but using it, testing it, proving it in real life. That's the key, because information without action is wasted. Too many people read books, attend workshops, listen to podcasts, but never do anything with what they learn. And that's why nothing changes. But when you apply knowledge, something powerful happens. It becomes a skill. And if you keep going, that skill turns into mastery. And when you master something, truly master it, your value increases. You become someone people want to work with. Companies, clients, customers, they don't search for generalists. They look for specialists, for the one person who does what they do better than anyone else. The more refined your skills, the more the world will reward you. But here's what most forget. Mastery never ends. It's a moving target. The moment you think you've arrived is the moment you start falling behind. Because the world doesn't stop. Industries evolve, trends shift. What worked yesterday may not work tomorrow. The best never stop learning. They're students forever, so make a decision right now. Choose to pursue mastery, pick a field, pick a skill, pick an area that aligns with your goals, and go deep. Dive into it, obsess over it, know the details that others overlook, Do the work others avoid, and apply everything you learn. Let your execution become your edge. Let your hunger for improvement be what sets you apart, because general knowledge will make you average. But specialized knowledge, that's what makes you unstoppable. Be the one who knows what others don't. Be the one who's mastered what others have only scratched the surface of. And the world will take notice. It will reward you for it. Now let's talk about one thing that makes all the difference. Decision. Every success story is built on a decision. Not 10, not 20. One clear decision, a commitment. And yet, one of the biggest reasons people fail is hesitation. A lack of decision. They overthink, they doubt, they wait. And in that waiting, the opportunity vanishes, not because they weren't capable, but because they didn't act. Indecision is the silent killer of dreams. It paralyzes action. It keeps people stuck in the same place year after year. You don't need more time. You need to decide. The most successful people don't need a guarantee before they move. They act with speed, with confidence. They trust themselves. They make a decision and adjust along the way. That's how progress is made. They don't wait for permission. They don't sit around debating every outcome. They move, they commit, and they figure it out as they go. Henry Ford didn't change the world by over-analyzing. He made bold decisions. He took action before it was safe. And that's why he succeeded. That's the truth. The gap between success and failure is often nothing more than hesitation. So ask yourself, how many chances have you missed because you waited too long? How many moments did you let pass because you doubted yourself? Now imagine this. What would happen if you simply decided, right now? No more delays, no more fear, just decision, just action. How much further would you be? How different would your life look? It's time to stop overthinking. You don't need all the answers. You don't need to feel ready. You just need to move. Because clarity doesn't come before action. It comes after. The more you move, the more you'll learn. The more you decide, the sharper your instincts will become. Even a wrong decision teaches you more than standing still. And the truth is, doing nothing is far more dangerous than doing something wrong. Failure is not your enemy. Inaction is. The only real risk is staying stuck. So take the risk. Trust yourself. Step forward. Decide that you're going all in. Because the people who succeed aren't the ones who waited. They're the ones who acted. They chose. They committed. They moved. And the world moved with them. Now, let's talk about persistence. Refusing to quit. Because no dream becomes real without resistance. The path to success is not straight. It's full of setbacks, failures, and doubt. Every successful person you know has faced moments that could have broken them. But they kept going. They pushed through. That's what makes them different. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Henry Ford went bankrupt more than once. Walt Disney was told he had no imagination, but none of them gave up. They understood something most people never learn. As long as you keep going, you haven't failed. Real failure only happens when you quit. One of the greatest examples of persistence happened during the Great Depression. Millions of people lost everything. But out of that devastation came a new generation of millionaires. Why? Because they didn't give up. They adapted. They kept moving. And when the world recovered, they were ready. That's the key. Adversity is temporary, but quitting is forever. You have to train your mind to see struggle as the fire that makes you stronger. Every challenge is shaping you. Every setback is building something in you. When you feel like giving up, remember this. If you refuse to quit, you're still in the game. And if you stay in the game, you still have a chance to win. The only way to lose is to stop. Every success story is a story of persistence, of someone who chose to rise when everything said stay down. So choose. Choose to keep going. Choose to act like success is the only option. Because when quitting isn't on the table, victory is only a matter of time. If there are people who've already achieved what you're dreaming of, learn from them. Study how they live, what they do, how they think. Success leaves clues, and your job is to follow them. If you can't reach them in person, it doesn't matter. Their wisdom is everywhere. Read their books, watch their interviews, listen to their podcasts, let their mindset become your mirror. Then, remove the negative voices from your life. You don't have to cut everyone out, but you must protect your mind. If someone constantly drains your energy, fills you with doubt, or mocks your ambition, step back. Create space, not because you hate them, but because you love your future more. Third, become someone of value. The best relationships are built on mutual benefit. If you want to connect with powerful people, ask yourself what you bring to the table. Offer insight, offer help, be supportive, uplift others. Be the type of person that winners want in their corner. Last, raise your standards. You cannot stay the same and expect different results. If you want to be around greatness, you have to embody it. Hold yourself to higher expectations. Wake up earlier, focus deeper, learn more, execute faster, never settle for just enough. Because who you surround yourself with will either expand your vision or shrink it. Choose wisely. Your environment either builds you or breaks you. Surround yourself with dreamers, builders, warriors, and you will rise. Now let's talk about something invisible but powerful. Your subconscious mind. It is like a garden. Whatever you plant, it will grow. If you plant fear, doubt, or small thinking, that's what will grow. But if you plant belief, confidence, and persistence, you will harvest greatness. Your subconscious shapes your reality without you even realizing it. Most people fill their minds with fear without question. They replay their failures. They focus on what could go wrong. They believe the lies that say, "You're not ready. You're not good enough." And without knowing it, they program themselves to stay small. But not you. Not anymore. You must become the gatekeeper of your own mind. You must feed your subconscious new commands. Every single day, speak success. Visualize your victory. Feel it before it's even real. Because your mind doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. It just responds to repetition. Tell yourself, "I am strong. I am focused. I am successful." And say it until your brain believes it, until your habits align with it, until your body moves like it's already true. Athletes do this, CEOs do this, leaders do this, because every win is created in the mind before it shows up in the world. If you can train your subconscious to expect success, you'll start to see it everywhere. Opportunities that once looked invisible will suddenly appear. Challenges that once felt impossible will now feel like growth. And all of it begins with one decision: to take control of your mind. Every thought is a seed. Every belief is a blueprint. Every affirmation is a step. You are either planting power or planting fear. The choice is yours. So choose to plant belief. Choose to plant boldness. Choose to plant discipline. Because what grows will shape your future. Now let's return to history. In the 1930s, during the Great Depression, the world was in chaos. Economies collapsed. Fear ruled the streets. Most people froze. They waited. They hesitated. They told themselves it wasn't the right time. But a few brave souls did the opposite. They moved. They invested. They created. And those people, the bold ones, became the next generation of millionaires. While others stayed stuck, they took action. And the world rewarded them. That same principle applies today. Success is not for those who wait. It belongs to those who move, who leap, who bet on themselves when no one else will. Fortune favors the bold, always has, always will. So stop waiting, stop needing guarantees, start deciding, start moving. Most people fail not because they aren't capable, but because they never act. They drown in overthinking. They wait for permission. But winners, they act. They make decisions fast. They trust their instincts. They're not afraid of failure because they know failure is just a lesson in disguise. No opportunity is ever perfect. No timing is ever ideal. But those who move anyway create their own momentum. So ask yourself, are you waiting or are you building? Are you hesitating or are you advancing? The world belongs to the movers. And now it's your turn. Train yourself to act. Build the habit of boldness. Act like success is already yours. Move like the future is already unfolding in your favor. Because when you act with confidence, the universe responds in kind. Now let's talk about the silent killer of greatness, fear. Fear is not just a feeling, it's a trap. It disguises itself as logic. It says, be careful. It whispers, not yet. But the truth is, fear has stopped more dreams than failure ever did. It paralyzes, it shrinks, it steals your power. But those who win, they do something different. They don't wait for fear to disappear. They move with it. They turn fear into fuel. They understand that fear is just proof they're on the edge of something important. Think about it. Every success story you've ever heard involved fear. Fear of failing, fear of being judged, fear of falling short. But they did it anyway, because courage isn't the absence of fear. It's taking action despite it. The people who build empires, win championships, and change the world, they feel fear too, but they've learned to walk through it. So ask yourself, what are you afraid of? Good. That's exactly where you need to go. The scariest paths often lead to the greatest rewards. Fear shows up when you're about to grow. It's not your enemy, it's your signal. So don't wait to feel fearless. That day may never come. Move now. Do it scared. Because once you take the first step, fear loses its grip. And the more you move, the braver you become. Confidence doesn't come before action. It is created by action. So, start now. Let fear be your compass. Let it guide you straight into your next breakthrough. Don't let fear decide your life. You decide. You choose what happens next. Because on the other side of fear is everything you want. And only those who move forward will ever touch it. The world will never believe in you until you believe in yourself first. So walk like the best, speak like the best, work like the best. And soon the world won't have a choice. It will see you that way too. Success isn't about luck, it's about decision. And now it's your turn to decide. Are you going to keep waiting? Or are you going to rise? Are you going to think and grow rich? Or wish and grow old? The choice is yours. So act like you are the best. Move like you can't lose. Decide. Commit. And go claim the life that's waiting for you.